The following figure shows the most common site of a tumor. The tumor is the most common malignant skin arising from the basal cells of pilosebaceous adnexa. Identify the tumor. So they've given beautifully the question. See, the first hint is the most common site of a tumor, right? And then malignant tumor. And then the basal cells of the pilosebaceous adnexa. So it is basal cell carcinoma. Now, before eliminating the other options, let's learn the few points of basal cell carcinoma, right? Basal cell carcinoma, what are the other names of basal cell carcinoma? One is your rodent ulcer and one is your tear cancer, basilioma. Okay, these are the other names of the carcinoma. It's the most common malignant skin tumor, predominantly among the whites. Okay, white population. It arises from the basal cells of pilosebaceous adnexa. Generally, it's a very slow growing neoplasm, right? And it is curable. It is one of the most curable skin cancers. The ideal location of this BCC, majority of the lesions, they are found above a line from connecting from a lobule of the ear to angle of tongue. So angle of the mouth. So this line, Ongar line, it's called Onger's line. Okay. The mostly these BCC they are found above this Onger's line. So the common sites would include inner canthus of eye, outer canthus of eye, eyelids, bridge of the nose, around nasolabial fold, where we call the dangerous area of face. That area is more prone for BCC, right? And these sites are the areas where tears roll down. So it's called a tear cancer. We already discussed. So what are the few other clinical feature? It's an ulcer that never heals. You will have a persistent ulcer, and the most important ulcer characteristic of this BCC would be your raised and beaded edge. It will be like beaded edge. Your ulcer edge will be beaded, indurated. Sometimes if there is a secondary inflammation, you will have a bleeding. When the lesion is big, it's called a rodent ulcer. Why it is called a rodent ulcer? Because it burrows the skin. It burrows, it goes entirely into the skin. It causes burrowing of the skin. Okay, that's why it's called rodent ulcer. Okay, fire field fire rodent ulcer is rapidly growing ulcer with destruction and disfigurement of the facial skin. It has an advancing edge with a healed central scar. Okay, now see, this is the common site of BCC. This is called Ongren's line, right? Ongren's line, angle of connecting the angle of mouth to the ear lobule, right? See, this is the ideal location. So, how is this? The most important diagnostic method of ECC would be your the basic investigations, right? What will be your differential diagnosis? Your differential diagnosis is going to be SCC, melanoma, or if it involves the eye, it's called adenoma. You have these differential features. So the most common or popular surgical treatment for this BCC is your Mohs micro surgery, right? This is your Mohs micro surgery. Before and all, we were excising the tissues in toto, but nowadays this Mohs microsurgery is become very popular. So what you do is, this is a sequential debridement of the tissues, simply. Okay, so I will explain few steps. Okay, first after the area is numb from the LA, the doctor removes all the visible necrotic tissues. See, visible lesion on the skin, right? The roots of the skin cancer may extend beyond the visible portion. We never know. We call it as a burrowing ulcer, right? So we never know how is the ulcer extend. So we remove the visible portion. If these roots are not removed, the cancer will definitely recur. The second step is going to be the visible portion of the tumor is surgically removed, right? Then the neighboring tissues are sent for frozen lab, okay, frozen testing. Then a layer of skin is then removed and divided into section. They're divided into quadrants, okay, they're divided into quadrants. the Mohs surgeon then color codes each of the sections with dyes. Okay, they section with each dye and makes reference marks on the skin to show the source of the sections, right? They show several markings. A map of the surgical site is then drawn. Then what happens? The undersurface and edges of the section are then microscopically examined for the evidence of the remaining cancer. Okay, patient is still in the chair. They will remove all the underlying skin, removing cancer. If the cancer cells are found under the microscope, the surgeon marks their location onto the map and returns to the patient to remove the another layer of the skin. So again, he removes a layer of the skin, but only precisely where the cancer cells remain. So the final step would remain. The removal process stops when there is no longer evidence of cancer cell in the surgical site. Because Mohs surgery removes only tissue containing cancer, it ensures the main plus point of this Mohs surgery is that you conserve the healthy tissues, right? You conserve the healthy tissues. So BCC's most popular surgery is become Mohs microsurgery. If they ask the recent popular surgical technique for BCC or SCC, you have to go for Mohs microsurgical procedure. Okay. Now, how to identify the question? How to identify the answer? So they have given an ideal location. See, they have marked the ideal location. So how to eliminate? So the other option, see, SCC can occur anywhere. So SCC is one option. They have given most malignant from the basal cells. So we can rule out the SCC. It arises from the connective tissue cells, right? Connective cells. Okay. Epidermal cells. Okay. Then malignant melanoma, you will have a pigmented lesion. Okay. Pigmented lesion will be there, and it is also malignant. And compound nevus is a benign pathology of nevi, of melanin producing cancers. So, okay, so you can eliminate the options very easily, and the answer for this question would be basal cell carcinoma. You have to remember the location, other names, ulcer characteristic mainly, and Mohs microsurgical technique. I hope you got the answer.